lights went out before we spoke. Some words are lost, some hearts still broke. I stood there knowing what it meant. I let the night keep what we never finished. We almost said what mattered most, but fear was louder than the truth. Your eyes look tired, mine look weak, like we both knew what we wouldn't reach. I felt the end before it came. Still hope silence might change its name. I let the night keep what we never finished. All the words we didn't try, every love we left unspoken, every almost, every why. No closure, no forgiveness. I let the night keep what we never finished. Your shadow faded down the street. I stay still, counting my heartbeat. Every promise lost its sound. This darkness slowly pulled you out. If love was brave, we weren't that strong. We waited just a little too long. I let the night keep what we never finished. All the dreams we didn't save, every chance we were afraid of, every risk we never gave. No ending to diminish. I let the night keep what we never finished. Maybe some things aren't meant to close, they stay unfinished just like us. Not every love needs a goodbye, some just fade into the night. I let the night keep what we never finished. Even now it still remains in the quiet parts of my breathing, in the echo of your name. No fight left to revisit. I let the night keep what we never finished. When the morning learns my face and the dark gives up its place, I'll carry softly what we miss. I let the night keep what we never finished. The world kept moving somewhere else, but we were lost inside ourselves. No past to chase, no future plans. I held your hand while time forgot us. Crowded streets, but we stood still. Every moment bent to will. Your fingers wore my heart undone, like the night had just begun. No ticking clocks, no reason why. The seconds learn how to pass us by. I held your hand while time forgot us. No yesterday, no after all. The noise outside could never touch us. We were too close, too slow to fall. No rush, no need to discuss. I held your hand while time forgot us. Your smile landed soft on me, like this was where I meant to be. Every doubt I used to know faded with the evening glow. If forever ever felt this near, it was standing right here. I held your hand while time forgot us. Every fear just slipped away. The world kept spinning without notice, but we didn't need it anyway. No rules, no trust to adjust. I held your hand while time forgot us. If time comes back to claim its place and steals this calm from our embrace, I'll still remember how it felt to live inside one moment held. I held your hand while time forgot us, even when the night grew thin. Every breath was slow and honest, like this was how life should begin. No end, no start to discuss. I held your hand while time forgot us. Now the memory softly calls from that space beyond it all, where love stood still, just the two of us. I held your hand while time forgot us. We never spoke about the end, or wrote our names in long-term plans. We just woke up side by side and let the moment decide. No big words, no wedding rings, just ordinary fragile things. Your laugh and early morning light felt more real than any vow that night. We didn't ask for more than now. We learned to love without a vow. We didn't promise forever, we just lived it. Every day felt honest and true, while others chased what time permitted. We let the moment pull us through. No guarantees, no scripted lines. We didn't promise forever, we just lived the time. We just lived the time. We argued soft, we healed it slow. Never scared to let things go. Every scar we didn't hide, just learned to breathe and love is real without a plan, then this is where we stand. We didn't promise forever, we just lived in no countdown, no finish line. Every second fully given, without demanding it be mine. No fear of running out of time. We didn't promise forever, we just lived the time. Someday this all fades away, I won't regret a single day, because what we had was always here, even if it disappeared. We didn't promise forever, we just lived it, even knowing nothing stays. We held on tight to what was present and let tomorrow find its way. No lie, no compromise. We didn't promise forever, we just lived the time. Now time moves on, as time always does, but part of me will stay, because we never needed to define it. We just lived it, and that was enough. The city sleeps behind the glass, streetlights hum, the moment lasts. I say your name under my breath, it sounds different when there's nothing left. The room is still, the clock is kind, giving space to what's on my mind. Every thought I try to hide leads me back to you tonight. No one hears me say it low, but my heart already knows. Your name fell softer in the late night silence, like it didn't want to hurt me anymore. Every memory lost its violence when I whispered you into the floor. No echo, no defiance. Your name felt softer in the late night silence. I used to say it like a prayer, now it floats gently in the air. Not a cry, not a plea, just a truth coming back to me. Time slowed down, the pain behaved. In the quiet I felt brave. Your name felt softer in the late night silence, like the past was learning how to rest. Every regret lost If healing has a subtle sound, it's how your name don't pull me down. It stays with me, but lets me be a softer version of who I used to be. Your name felt softer in the late night silence, even when the night was long. I didn't need to fear its presence. It didn't feel like something wrong. No sharpness, no compliance. Your name felt softer in the late night silence, when the morning finds my eyes and the world regains its noise. I remember how it felt when silence softened your sirens crying in the distance, heavy skies about to fall. Everyone was running somewhere, but we didn't run at all. The news was screaming through the walls, promises were set to fall. But in your eyes I found a place where fear didn't have a face. Hands were shaking everywhere, but yours was steady in my care. We were calm while the world was breaking loud, holding still while it burned around. Every crash, every sound couldn't tear us down. In the chaos we were found. We were calm while the world was breaking loud. but I still hear your heartbeat proud from when we were calm, while the world was breaking. The night was loud before you came. My heart was always in a race. Then you sat down, you didn't say a word, and everything inside me changed. I used to run from silence, fill the dark with broken sounds, but you leaned in so quietly, like peace was what you found. No sudden moves, no heavy rain, just calm arriving in your name. I learned to breathe slow when you stayed, like time was finally on my side. Every fear I used to chase lost its reason to survive. No rush, no need to be afraid. I learned to breathe slower when you stayed. Mornings felt less complicated. Even the scars began to rest. You never tried to save me, you just made the moment safe. You didn't fix what broke in me, you let it heal naturally. Second felt okay. The world didn't fade away, it just stopped pushing me. No cure, no grand escape. I learned to breathe slower when you stayed. If love is not a fire, even when the night was long, I didn't need to run away. I finally feel where I belong. No mask, no role to play. I learned to breathe slower when you stayed. Now the room is louder again. The silence calls your name, but part of me will always know how to breathe. Because you stayed. No echoes in the empty room, just two hearts sharing the gloom. No promises spoken out loud. We loved each other without making any noise. We talk with eyes, not with our lips. Every truth in gentle shifts. Your hand would find its way to mine, like it had all the time. No need to shout, it felt so clear. Love was loud enough right here. We loved each other without making any noise. No headlines, no breaking scene, just quiet hope and softer choices. Living in between the dreams. No need for the world to notice. We loved each other without making any noise. Slow walks on the fading skies, unsaid words but honest eyes. Every scar you tried to hide felt safe with me that night. If love is real when no one knows, then ours was stronger than it showed. We loved each other without making any noise. No warnings, no alibis, just fragile hearts and steady voices learning how to coexist. No fear of being voiceless. We loved each other without making any noise. Someday silence breaks apart and we are miles from where we start. I'll still remember how it felt to love you without asking for help. We loved each other without making any noise. Even when the world was loud, we stayed gentle, we stayed honest, never lost, never found no need to raise our voice. We loved each other without making any noise. Now the room remembers you in ways words never do. Still my heart will always know we loved each other without making any noise. Any noise. The night was heavy on my chest. I carried more than I confess. Then you looked at me that way, and the weight just slipped away. I came with cracks I couldn't hide, 1,000 fears I kept inside. You didn't ask me where I'd been, you let me in. No questions hanging in the air, just understanding in your stare. Nothing hurt when you looked at me like home, like I finally had a place to go. Every wound felt less alone in the way you made me known. No walls left, no unknown. Nothing hurt when you looked at me like home. Your silence wasn't cold or white. It wrapped around me from inside, like even broken things could stay and still be okay. You saw the parts I tried to hide and love me without asking why. Nothing hurt when you looked at me like home. Every doubt began to fold. I didn't have to prove my soul or carry what I couldn't hold. No fear left to roll. Nothing hurt when you looked at me like if home is not a place or a sound, but where my breathing slows right down, then every road that led to you was always true. Nothing hurt when you looked at me like home. Even when the night was long, I felt safe enough to be wrong, safe enough to not be strong. No mask, no armor. Nothing hurt when you looked at me like home. Now the room feels colder than before, but I still remember what I'm for, because I know how love was shown when you looked at me like the bed is wide, the lights are low. Your side is cold, but I still know there's something here that hasn't left. Your absence breathing on my chest. I reach across an empty space, still trace the outline of your face. Every night repeats the same. I whisper love, I whisper pain. You're not here, but I can tell where you used to be so well. Your absence still sleeps beside me every night, like I never learned to say goodbye. The silence wears your shape just right and holds me till the morning light. You're gone, but somehow still inside. Your absence still sleeps beside me every night. The pillow knows your careful breath, the way you laughed, the way you slept. Every dream still takes your side, even when I try to hide. I move on slow, I move on weak. Some memories don't wanna leave. Your absence still sleeps beside me every night, in the place where love once and still sleeps beside me every night. I always thought we had more time, like love would wait in every line. I stayed calm, I stayed the same, until you left without my name. I took my time with every word, believed in what we never rushed. You smiled like there was no end. I didn't see the edge back then. I thought slow was always right. I didn't hear the ticking hour. I never rushed love until you walked away. Now every second feels too late. I held my heart, I held my pace, but time was never meant to wait. No warning sign, no chance to say. I never rushed love until you walked away. I trusted calm would always stay, that love would grow in quiet ways. But while I moved in careful steps, you learned to let go of what we had left. I mistook patience for control, and silence for a solid hold. I never rushed love until you walked away. Now I'm running through yesterday. Every moment I delayed is calling out my name. No rewind, no second take. I never rushed love until you walked away. If I could go back just once more, I'd say the things I waited for. I'd let my heart fall without fear. Before the end was standing near. I never rushed love until you walked away. Now I know what speed can break. Some hearts need words before it's late. Not just time, not just faith. I learned it in the hardest way. I never rushed love until you walked Now love me faster than before. Every door I didn't open roars. I stay awake, counting days, since I never rushed love. And you walked away. The lights went out before we spoke. Some words are lost, some hearts still broke. I stood there knowing what it meant. I let the night keep what we never finished. We almost said what mattered most, but fear was louder than the truth. Your eyes look tired, mine look weak, like we both knew what we wouldn't reach. I felt the end before it came. Still hope silence might change its name. I let the night keep what we never finished, all the words we didn't try, every love we left unspoken, every almost, every why. No closure, no forgiveness. I let the night keep what we never finished. Your shadow faded down the street. I stay still, counting my heartbeat. Every promise lost its sound. This darkness slowly pulled you out. If love was brave, we weren't that strong. We waited just a little too long. I let the night keep what we never finished, all the dreams we didn't say, every chance we were afraid of, every risk we never gave, no ending to diminish. I let the night keep what we never finished. Maybe some things are meant to close, they stay unfinished just like us. Not every love needs a goodbye, some just fade into the night. I let the night keep what we never finished. Even now it still remains in the quiet parts of my breathing, in the echo of your name. No fight left to revisit. I let the night keep what we never finished. When the morning learns my face and the dark gives up its place, I'll carry softly what we miss. I let the night keep what we never finished. The world kept moving somewhere else, but we were lost inside ourselves. No past to chase, no future plans. I held your hand while time forgot us. Crowded streets, but we stood still.